everybody. Welcome to Happy Man, Happy Home. My name is Craig Madden. Over this, Tom Cockrell. You may have known us as Highly Reactive before. We used to listen to a lot of Pentatonix, but thank you very much for coming over here. Today, we're reacting to Kevin Olusola, and we're doing Dark Winter. I can't wait for this because he has got so much skill. We've seen him at the Broadway. We've seen him do different things, playing different instruments, so I really am looking forward to this. If you're wondering, though, why we've changed our channel, how can they find out?
Well, I'll tell you how you can find out, ladies and gentlemen. You can find out by clicking on our YouTube channel, looking at the trailer. We post a whole load of information about it, but it's basically about incorporating the channel into our real lives and about what we do, which is helping men deal with their frustrations and their stress and building up the family men. But before we get into this wonderful music video, which I know it's going to be wonderful because we are Pentatonix, believe that. So don't forget to put hashtag Kevin Olusola down in the comments below for any point you enjoy myself and Craig. Then make sure you like it, so we love it. As always, appreciate you.
Dark Winter. Oh, he's got a group with him.
Oh, he looks like he's got strong.
Oh, I love the sort of...
Try to let it slide, but you testing on my limits.
Oh.
Real nice guy, don't mistake it for a weakness.
I like that.
You talking recklessly, having your fun. The thing about the quiet ones, you'll feel the consequences when they come. Oh, now you wanna tell me that I've changed. You wonder why I moved you out the way. I know you want the violence to play. Oh no. Now you're about to get this dark winter.
He's doing that with his mouth. Unbelievable.
Lost my composure cause you've got me triggered. Should be more careful, you might get the shivers. Yeah, you just had to provoke it. Bring the worst out of me. You don't know what you're walking. Say hello to the beast. Next thing you know, going toe to toe. Never thought you'd see this side of me. Oh, now you wanna tell me that I've changed. You wonder why I moved you out the way.
Oh, I've just realised how short this video is in retrospect, how many we thing, but obviously oh mate, I just got so into that, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's just amazing. Me and Tom have always been a fan of the string quartet sort of string instruments, but the way that Kevin does it is so particular and special because he brings his own beatbox in, a very heavy, strong beat, especially with the attitude in this one where it's a little bit more of like a in-your-face attitude, but in like a I really enjoy it in this way because I love what he said at the beginning as well, like just because don't mistake me being a nice guy as a weakness. I love that. It's like, hey, look, I'll be a nice guy. I'll be really kind to everyone. You know, I'll be all this type of person. But don't get on the wrong side of me. A little bit of an external threat, but I really enjoy this, and I just love it, like how they've done it. Sort of like I find it's a little bit punky in a way where they just sat on this sofas outside, and you know they've got different hair colors, all that stuff, and they just sat there. I don't know why, and I'm probably going to be the only person who feels this. Do you remember the Warriors? I know Tom will definitely remember this. I'm getting the Warriors vibe when they were sat on the sofa then, only because I was just imagining him being a part of one of the gangs inside of the Warriors, and then them just singing, and then just the way it is, and that it's just everything. I've literally lost for words because I think it was just so beautiful, and his attitude towards it, and men more than anything. Sometimes don't mistake our kindness and niceness to then be walk all over us, because sometimes you'll be the quiet ones you need to watch out for. So I respect that.
Do not mistake my kindness for weakness. Pulp Fiction. Brilliant film. I tell you something, what I do really love about this was Kevin on a cello. That was never going to disappoint, and that's why it was highly recommended to us, and we do certainly appreciate you lovely people that do leave those recommendations. And B, I love the sort of messages it's throwing. It's almost like saying, right, the old-fashioned culture, right, you're done. I'm paving the way for new culture. You got all the historic sort of figurines broken back there. He's remixing all the old school classicals. They're they're spray painting over the ye old fashioned art. So I like the sort of it's almost like a bit of a power play. Yeah, this is our culture's time. We're coming through and we're gonna make music that is so fantastic that in 100,000 years from now, they're going to be listening back to this as one of the classics. So do you know what, Kevin? Craig said, you know, very bit punky, bit attitudey. It certainly is. And do you know what? Respect it, you know, because sometimes you need a bit of a badass moment. And do you know what? Kevin has always been like one of those. He's every time we've seen him, mate, he's been like a right sweetheart and everything. So it's good to see this sort of more and quiet. Yeah, I mean, like he's normally just the beatboxer guy, and it's just great to hear him being so vocal and singing. Beautiful voice, by the way. And yeah, so far, mate, I'm just loving seeing this sort of aggressive side to Kevin coming out. Yeah,
I think it's a little bit of his personality in this, which I really like. And I'm not saying that he doesn't show his personality with Pentatonix, but I'm, you know, I might hurt people's feelings here. I do find that he's quite a quiet member of the group when it comes to voicing his so every time I've seen like an interview or stuff, I don't really see him speak as much. Usually I have like your Mitch and your Scott and, you know, Kirsten, but like in this one you get to see him come out and like be him and just be proud and out there, and it feels like a little different vibe. But you know, I love them all, but in this case I do like to see Kevin showing himself as well.
Know what you're walking, say hello to the beast. Next thing you know, going toe to toe. Never thought you'd see this side of me. Oh, now you wanna tell me that I've changed. You wonder why I moved you out the way. I know you want the violence to play. Oh no, oh no. Calling me cold, even though I've been trying to be cool.
Oh, I love that.
Oh. Now you're about to get this dark winter.
Yes. And just stops.
你在干嘛你讲什么？你在干嘛你讲什么？哎，我们要团结起来，不要离开我们。哎，我告诉你，是吗？如果你再做一次，我就会告诉你妈。不要啊！当然会啊！
Oh, is he showing off he can speak a different language there a little bit? Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know he could speak that language.
No, that was mate, that was fantastic. I mean, yeah, Kevin always been that sort of sweetheart, as I said earlier. You know, he's a very God-fearing man, very pure Christian man. It was definitely interesting to see him in this sort of limelight where it's definitely a little more punky. I loved that he's just showing that side, even if he's like, don't know, this is more for the artistry sort of side. It's not like massively me. I still respect him for doing it. Obviously, I don't know Kevin per se face to face, but I tell you something, I thoroughly enjoyed it, mate. I really, for me, what sold it out there was just that mix of classical and then that little sort of bass drop that he did there, like boom, oh, and I heard you go, oh, like, and I went, oh, and it was like,
and then I went, oh,
yeah, because it was like super, like, oh, it just made you feel it. And you know what? That's what we love about music. That's why we, you know, continue to do music in Happy Man, Happy Home, because it makes you feel powerful, and we love that. It raises spirits, and Kevin certainly did raise my spirits. So thank you very much, Kevin. That was a bloody beautiful piece of classical punk music. What a weird combo, but respect it.
And do you know what I loved about it, mate? I think it's something that we missed, or not missed, but maybe just didn't mention, was the rock element to it as well. Because, you know, it's always been the rockers, they'd smash the guitars up, they'd smash the drums up, like, ah. But I love the instruments in this case. It was like your classical piano, your classical sort of cello, etc. And they're smashing them on the floor. Such a different vibe, again, because, you know, you'd know that for your, you know, like heavy metal guitarists, you know, they'd smash it, or they'd throw it, or they'd swing it above the head, like from the lead. So I do love that they brought this classical tone into it, again, like we mentioned, a bit of punk, but like that rock vibe to it as well, where he was smashing up his instruments, and you could hear, like, sometimes it would go and it was like the breaking of the strings and stuff like that. And I just think this was an absolute artistic piece put together. If this was a puzzle, there is no piece missing. It was perfectly put together. Absolutely loved it. Thank you so much, Kevin. And can't wait to see more stuff like that, and maybe see some Pentatonix soon as well. I don't think they've got many new songs, and we just didn't want to do Christmas ones at a time in the March.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, yeah, well, you know, we have missed Pentatonix, so we haven't seen them in a long time, and it would be good to get them sort of back on this channel. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy this reaction/review, then please feel free to leave the thumbs up button, hit the all subscription, and ring that notification bell as well for Happy Bad Happy Home. That's the first time I've done that.
Yeah, it's true. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, you can leave hashtag Kevin Olusola, hoping they're saying that right. Please correct us because we are only learning and we're just idiots, aren't we, in that way? But of course, leave recommendations, or you can probably at this point you might be a little bit put off by this, but you can go down to our Facebook links, click on them, and in all honesty, if you are struggling and you need to relieve yourself of stress, we have been doing this for years, experience, expertise, qualified internationally, may I add, that you can then come and get some help from stress relief and some relationship coaching advice for married men as well. So we just want you to be a happy man.
Yeah, and we also want you to have a happy home. And that's what we're about.
He screwed it up this time. I screwed it up all the time, but that time he screwed it up. Shame on you. Shame on you.